When you need money to travel, you gotta go to work. And when you go to work at a school with a true blue apiary, you gotta hang out with the bees. Check out how I learned to beekeep in rural Alberta last month. Stay tuned. As many of you may know, I am a teacher in my day job. Currently just substitute teaching, so I can mostly stay home and raise my kids. I do find myself in a lot of different teaching positions. I recently just finished a 7-week subbing contract with a grade 3-4 class out at a rural school. Because of the long duration of the contract and the location of the school, I simultaneously decided to take an online course through National Geographic to become a National Geographic Certified Educator. This program requires teachers to choose a project that will ignite the curiosity in children about something about our world. Some people chose plastics as their topic, some people chose climate change, and I chose bees. Why bees? Well, something really cool about the school that I was working at is that it has a working apiary on school grounds. A fully functioning apiary, the hives provide the school with honey and beeswax, which they then harvest and sell. My project, which I'll just go over quickly, was a 2-part project because it had to be quick enough to fit into my temporary contract. We first learned about honeybees and hives via a presentation I made on Google Slides, including the physical structure of a hive, the societal structure of a colony, and the importance of workers, drones, queens, and even swarms. Our focus was mainly on how to protect bee populations and try to reverse colony collapse. We don't want our bees to go extinct. With that new knowledge from the presentation, the students made spinning posters to share their favorite facts about certain parts of the hive and colony.
A queen bee is fed something called royal jelly to turn into a queen.
Then we moved outside, taking an opportunity to see the hives up close. After seeing what the honeycomb looked like firsthand, the kids were able to size up the materials they'd need to build a bee hotel. While bee hotels don't necessarily help honeybees specifically, they do help other pollinators and solitary bees. Bees will lay eggs in the hollow reeds of hotels and sometimes hibernate inside them too. We had a blast making the hotels, and the kids seemed to really comprehend the importance of pollinators to our ecosystem on a global scale. And what are you going to do with your bee hotel when you take it home?
I'm gonna put it up, and do you know what? Bees actually saved the whole world. We wouldn't have food or be alive right now if bees weren't alive.
One of the best parts about this project was that the principal was on board with me, and she allowed me to go down to the apiary to help her winterize the hives for our cold winter season. It was an eye-opening experience, and I got to hold some of the implements, and I was covered in bees from head to toe, wearing all of the Beekeeper gear, and it was just so cool that I had to share this with you. The principal was trying a new method of winterizing that she'd read about online, filling pillowcases with sawdust to trap the heat within the hive and keep the bees alive during our typical -30°C Canadian winters. The bees themselves act as tiny furnaces, regulating the hive at a steady 32 to 35 degrees Celsius, as long as heat doesn't escape. I got to help hold the bees while she adjusted panels and made arrangements. She also loaded each hive with trays of a sugar compound that the bees could feed off of during the winter months. Then we sealed the hives up snugly. It was a lot of fun to be able to see the bees so close like this, to see how the hive looked like on the inside, and I wasn't nervous or afraid at all. I'd like to thank my principal for letting me participate in winterizing the hives and for assisting me with my National Geographic certification. It was a unique opportunity that I couldn't pass up. Just because I'm not off traveling the world at the moment doesn't mean I can't still have bucket list adventures. Would you be up for a little beekeeping? If not, would you be willing to help save the bees? I'll link my bee presentation below so you can learn about them too. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to click the thumbs up button and leave a comment. As well, share this out so we can raise awareness and help save our pollinators. They are truly important creatures to our planet. Finally, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet and join my travel community.